What's up everybody? In this video I'm going to be doing a tutorial for the brand new 3DS XL micro SD card. Now I did not do the data transfer yet. I'm going to do that after I insert my new micro SD card, and I did purchase a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. So hopefully the camera will focus. There you can see it's 64 gigabytes. Alright. So the first thing you want to do is turn the 3DS XL towards the back panel, and you're going to spot out two screws. So one screw right there and another tiny screw right there, and I think those are the only screws that you need to unscrew to get that other micro SD card that's already in there. Alright, so to unscrew those, you'll need I think a size 0 Phillips head screwdriver. I have this screwdriver set that's good for gaming consoles. You could get this offline for about 17 bucks, or at least I got mine for a good deal from eBay. And as you can see, it comes with all the different size heads. So I'm definitely going to need that one right there that says size 0. Alright, so I have my size 0 Phillips head screwdriver inserted, and let's unscrew both of these screws from the back panel of the brand new Nintendo 3DS. Alright, I think one screw is loosened up already. Now for the other side. Okay, so now I have both screws loosened up. Another thing that I should probably mention is that you probably want to take out the stylus so that does not get in the way. So we'll just set that to the side. Now, if you notice that little indented piece on the side right there, same with the other side right there, those are parts where you could insert your fingernail and try to pry the back off, but be careful. You're going to hear some noises, so it's going to sound unpleasant. Or at least it sounded a little unpleasant to me at first, because I just didn't want to break anything. So as you can see, I just pried it off and nothing's broken, hopefully. So if I could just get a good grip on that. There we go. Now I noticed the bottom part is still kind of stuck, and I believe it turned on accidentally. There we go. So now the entire thing is pried off the back. So there's the battery pack. There's the back panel itself, which feels very flimsy, very thin. So when you're prying this off, use caution. Do not use too much force, or you might end up breaking something on here accidentally. Alright, so here's the back of the new Nintendo 3DS XL. As you can see, it has that battery pack right there, and that's where the micro SD card goes, and I believe one is already in there. So to remove that, I think we just push down on that. There we go, and that just lifts up, and you just try to get that out with your thumbnail or your fingernail, whichever one you prefer. Alright, so the micro SD card that came with the new 3DS XL is a 4 gigabyte one, and I will be inserting the 64 gigabyte one. Alright, so I'm actually editing this part into the video because my new Nintendo 3DS XL would not recognize my 64 gigabyte micro SD card. And that's because I actually had to switch the file system of the micro SD card to a FAT32. And to do that, I had to go to this website and download this partitioning tool. So I will put this link in the description below if you guys need that website. It's a free download, as it says right there. You can just download this for free, 100% free. You don't have to purchase anything. Alright, so going back to the partitioning tool. Now, you want to make sure your correct driver is selected, and it's going to be the drive that you have the SD card in, or the micro SD card inserted in. And right here, see where I'm moving the cursor? You want to make sure that's selected, because, well, in my case, the drive that I have the card inserted in is letter G. Alright, so just make sure that whole thing is highlighted. So you can select different ones like that. That's how you can tell they're highlighted. So make sure that one is selected, okay? Now, to do this, you want to hit delete up here, and then go to create. Now, see where it says create as? You want to switch that from logical to primary. So switch that to primary. File system, you want that to be FAT32. And that is the correct driver that is selected, drive G. But in your case, it might be different, so make sure you have the correct one selected. Now, for cluster size, you can select either 32 or 64. I don't know if it matters between the two. I'm going to select 64 kilobytes since I have a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. And then you want to hit OK. Now, you're not done yet. To make sure you have all the settings set up correctly, and to make sure everything goes through with no hiccups, you want to hit apply. But I'm not going to do that since I pretty much already switched everything on my micro SD card. But to pretty much finalize everything, you want to hit apply up here. Alright, and then you want to go through the settings after you hit apply, then you're done. So for me, I'm going to hit undo everything since everything's already been, properly changed on my micro SD card. Alright, so now moving on to the data transfer, which I already recorded, but I'm just putting this part into the video just to show you guys how to change your micro SD card of a larger file size to a FAT32. Alright, so that just goes in there like so, and then I'll just push down gently, and it's inserted. Alright, so in this part of the video, I'm going to be doing the data transfer between both models here, between the 2DS and the brand new 3DS XL. I did not put on the back panel yet for the new 3DS XL because the way Nintendo did things with the whole data transfer process, it requires you to put, I think, one SD card inside your computer in order to copy them to a file, and then you have to copy that stuff from the file to your other SD card, which, good thing I have the adapter for. Alright, so one thing to mention first, for your brand new 3DS XL system, you do not want to create a new network ID. So do not create a new network ID. So maybe I should set it up first before I look back on this to go into the system settings. So, alright, this is pretty much your initial settings. So just select your language. Mine is going to be English. I'm going to push OK. Alright, now it's telling me check that the 3D depth slider to the right of the upper screen is all the way up, then tap next. Yep, it is all the way up. Alright, so hit next. Hold your system as shown in the illustrations above and tap next. Alright. The upper screen can display images in 3D. Tap the button below to see. Alright. Now obviously you guys will not be able to see the 3D, but I will. Oh wow, that is really good. Wow, that is insane. Alright, I can see it, right, this 3D right now, and it looks good. Holy crap, that looks amazing. Wow, guys. Yeah, the brand new 3DS XL, the 3D on this is really good. Alright, so I apologize that you guys cannot see that. Alright, your face is displayed on the upper screen. The frame shows the range within which you will be able to view 3D images. Alright. So I'm going to set the rest of this up, and then I'm going to go into the main system settings for the data transfer. Now, I already updated this particular unit, but I'm going to show you how to update it, because it's going to tell you that you need to update it before you do the data transfer. So you want to go to Other Settings and go all the way over to the end till you see System Update. And what you want to do is click on that and update your brand new Nintendo 3DS XL. Now, I'm not going to do it because I already did that. Alright. Now, let's go to System Transfer. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go to System Transfer on this as well, but I'm going to wait and see what it says on this first. Alright, transfer from a system in the Nintendo 3DS family. Or you could transfer from a system in the Nintendo DSi family. So if you have any one of these, click the one that you previously own. I think I own the one within the 3DS family since I own a 2DS, so I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. Alright, so that's just telling me about all the information I need to know about. Let's see. Data may be lost if the system runs out of power, if the system is turned off, or if wireless communication is disabled during the transfer. Okay, so let's agree. Send from this system, receive from Nintendo 3DS. We want to click on the bottom one. System transfer Omega target system, searching for source system. On the source Nintendo 3DS system, tap send from this system, and then on the following screen, tap Omega. Okay, so we're going to go back to the 2DS, and right now we are in the system settings, and we're going to search for data transfer, or our system transfer. Parental controls. Alright, so I'm going to enter my parental controls off camera. Alright, so now it's connecting to the internet. Alright, so now all I have to do is tap my name, Omega. This will confirm the target system you have selected. Please switch to Omega's Nintendo 3DS system. Alright, so we have to switch to this one. Transfer from Omega's Nintendo 3DS system, yes. Use the source system to control the transfer process. Alright. So going back to my 2DS. Just scroll down and hit next. The transfer process will replace all data on the target system with that of this system. All data on this system will be reset and deleted. And then now it's asking me if I want to continue. I'm going to hit yes. Alright, so I don't know how long this is going to take. Alright, so let's scroll down. Software to be deleted on the target system. Street Pass, yeah, sure. There's some software and data that will become unusable if you perform this transfer. Are you sure you want to continue? We're going to go ahead and hit yes. This will start the transfer. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm going to hit transfer. Alright, so use the target system to control the transfer process. Let's go back to the new 3DS XL. A lot of swapping back and forth here, as you can see. Okay, data created by this system on the micro SD card will no longer be usable. if you perform a transfer, delete all Nintendo 3DS data on the micro SD card. Please note, you should turn the power off before removing the micro SD card. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit, let's see, do not delete, since there really isn't anything on there. Perform a transfer without deleting the Nintendo 3DS data on the micro SD card. Yes. Because it's a brand new SD card, so nothing should be on there. So we have to go back to the 2DS. Man, this is exhausting. Alright. Gonna hit next. If you do not do so, you will be unable to use any SD card data other than that on the current SD card on the target system. Right, so we're gonna hit next. Are you using an SD card of a mini SD card with this system? Select no if you are using a micro... Okay, it's asking me if I'm using a micro SD card on the 2DS. I am not. After the transfer is complete, simply remove the micro SD card from the adapter and insert it into the target system. Are you ready to proceed? And what's going on over here? Something's happening. Alright, it's transferring the data. Alright, this might take a while. So I'm going to edit this part so it doesn't go on for too long. Alright, so now the data transfer is completed, so I'm going to go ahead and hit OK on this 2DS right now. And right now it's formatting the system memory. So everything I had on the 2DS is now being formatted. And we're going to hit OK on the brand new 3DS XL. And that's restarting right now. System transfer Omega Nintendo 3DS family connecting to the internet. Now I'm still wondering if I still have to transfer files on the computer or everything just moved over to this wirelessly. That's what I'm trying to find out right now. Transfer complete. Days until next transfer can be performed, 7. Alright, so I'm going to tap next with the stylus. Please use the source system's micro SD card with this system.
this system will now restart. Alright, so now it's restarting again. Cannot detect a microSD card. The software on the microSD card cannot be displayed. Alright, now I believe we have to transfer stuff on the computer by using the SD card on this and creating a file and then copying everything from the file to this micro SD card. Alright, so let's do that right now.
Okay, so I inserted the SD card from my Nintendo 2DS into my laptop, and here are the files that are in that SD card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight all of those, and I'm going to copy. Now, on the desktop, I'm going to make a new folder called Nintendo 3DS. So Nintendo space 3DS. Alright, so there's a new folder, and if I open up that, now I'm going to paste everything in there. Everything is going to copy over into that. Alright, so the reason why I'm copying everything to a new folder on my desktop is so when I take out this SD card and put in my micro SD card for the new 3DS XL, I could just copy everything from that folder into that card. Alright, so everything is copied over to the folder, so now I could close out of that, and I'm going to take out my SD card and insert my micro SD card. Of course, you need the adapter for that once you're putting it inside your computer or your laptop. Yeah, let's open that up. Alright, all of that is highlighted, so let's move that over to that. And now let's speed this up again for the sake of time. Alright, so now it is completed. So get to close both of those, and now on back to the brand new 3DS XL.
Alright, so seemed like all my save data carried over without much of any issues. The only thing I had to deal with was reformatting my micro SD card to a FAT32, which I will edit that into the video, so I'm just going to go into the system settings right now and show you that all the stuff did actually carried over. So data management, check my software data. Yeah, there it is. There's all the data. Alright, if I go back, extra data, should see my backup saves from Pokemon Omega Ruby and Super Smash Bros. And other various data. Alright. Yep. There's my save data. Omega Primus, Oldale Town, 8 badges, Pokemon collected 189. Sweet. Oops. No, I did not want to use the flute. I wanted to select the bike, and I selected the flute by accident. Oh, damn. Now, all I have to do is pretty much charge the rest of this back up and put the back panel back on, since I was experimenting with that micro SD card for a while. And that's my data transfer tutorial. This is probably the most confusing tutorial video you have ever seen, but I was glad I was able to transfer all my backup saves into the brand new 3DS XL. Alright, thanks for watching, and time to edit this video and make everything seem a lot more simpler.